Yo, you in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. We doing it big here. Hyphy.
Real big.
We doing Oakland, the Bay, Miles Minnick, the headliner. You know like you're like Dave Chappelle, like he had the closer. That's
The closer.
the closer.
Yeah.
You're the closer right now.
Yo, it's kind of surreal.
Yeah.
Cause y'all know what I did last year?
What?
Y'all know how Flavor Fest, like, if you want to perform, you gotta go through a heck of hoops.
Yeah.
You gotta like talk to your pastor.
Yeah, we know.
Have your pastor submit a letter. I did all of that. I said, I'm not gonna just walk up in here and act like they owe me something. I'm gonna go through the process. And then they accepted me, and I was the opening act last year.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
The first one.
I remember.
But I said, you know what, God, I'm not gonna treat this like, oh, I'm better than this. I'm better than the open act. I'm gonna crush this set
Yeah.
and give you the glory. And then I'm gonna close it. Look what God will do when you steward where you are. Hey.
No, but the funny thing is this, man. I think the funny thing is that just in 1 year, not even 1 year, but like over the years, like your steward game has always been excellence. You dig what I'm saying? Like even when you came to the studio and talked about promoting your singles or promoting singles with people, you have a marketing plan. A lot of these people don't got marketing plans, bro. And it frustrates me because I do marketing and stuff, and I'll be like, why don't people just release music, nothing, just release music and that's it. And you like releasing a video, releasing a contest, releasing a challenge, and your game has always been the same, and I love it. And I think that's the reason why God was like, okay, you can go, you open it up next year. I mean, you're closing next year, but you opened it up last year because I could trust you. You dig what I'm saying?
What people gotta understand is two things. One, the room is always bigger than the door, right? So a lot of times people look at these small doors like, it's the opening act. I ain't finna go through that. But that opening act led for me to be a closer, right? A whole headliner on the other side of the country. Crazy, right? And you talked about my marketing and everything. Look, somebody told me, bro, it's just one song. Why are you tripping off one song? Fool, don't you know one song could change somebody's life?
Yeah.
And one song can change my life.
Yeah.
One song can set my family up for generations. Old Town Road was one song. MC Hammer's You Can't Touch This was one song.
Yeah.
So I treat every song like it has the ability to change somebody's life and to change the world, period.
Yeah.
You never know which one it's going to be.
Yeah.
I got to see a little bit of your panel. You were on the panel with like Holy Gabbana and Play and KJ5 too. And you were preaching, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know what goes through your head when you're in those situations when you have a chance to speak to a crowd. But summarize a little bit of what your message was to the crowd at that time. It was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So hip hop can normalize things that shouldn't be normalized, right? Like if I were to have a conversation with somebody and say, hey, I'm about to go shoot the block up down the street and I'm gonna kidnap somebody and I'm gonna make sure that I go to the club right after. You're gonna be like, bro, that's kind of wild, but let me put it over an instrumental, over a beat. All of a sudden, it's accepted and it's normal, right? So I said, you know what? How about we normalize Christianity? How about we normalize integrity? How about we normalize being faithful to your wife, being there for your children, normalize stewardship, saving your money, and getting your credit up? How about we normalize that with the music and see how far God will take it? Because too long, bro, it's like, how long we gonna put up with this? That's why I really respect what D1 is doing, calling stuff out. Because it's like, whether you rock with D1's music or not, that brother is leading the charge, like pointing stuff out that should be obviously pointed out. Like, wait a minute, Meek Mill, like, you talking about prison reform, but you telling people to do stuff that will lead them to prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what, that makes no sense.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, man. So I wanted to ask more about Glowvember. You know what you got planned for the festival. Just fill everybody in on what's been going on with that and how you've been able to grow that.
Yeah, absolutely. So last year we had Coachella. Yes, last year we had Coachella, and it was on the wax. Trackstarz tried to warn me in a very brotherly, polite way, like, brother, you should probably change the second half of that name or something. And so I was like, nah, it's fine. Out of nowhere, Coachella reached out to us, and it was a whole battle, a whole controversy over that, but God got the glory out of it because it expanded our movement,
Yeah.
it expanded our reach, and it gave people something to root for.
Yeah.
You know, we even printed out merch where it says you can take the cello, but you can't take the clout. You know what I'm saying? So now it's GloFest. GloFest is our annual Bay Area festival. First year we sold 600 tickets. Second year we sold 1,000 tickets. And so it's like, yo, 2 sellouts, 2 for 2. So it's like, yo, how about we take this momentum and bring it different places across the country?
Yeah.
So the first place we're taking it to outside of the Bay is LA.
Dope.
It's LA, November 18th. And we're going to see if we can go 3 for 3 sellouts.
Man, that's amazing.
That's crazy.
Oh, let me tell you who I got too. Brother, I got Caleb Gordon,
Dope.
Tadashi,
Dope.
Childlike CC,
Dope.
Young Chris and Don Reddy.
Dope.
I got Schema Boy, EGR, Kiaja, and I haven't said this publicly to anybody. We just got Alex Jean as well, and Portia Love is hosting it.
Dope.
Yes.
This joint, and
California Love.
it's in downtown LA. I'm like, yo, at first it was gonna be me and my friends, and this thing just evolved.
Wow.
So we're super excited.
I'm so glad, man, that you are one of those people that has that mentality like, yo, it's a need for this. Let me create the need. You know what I'm saying? Like you've never been that type of person. Like I'm gonna wait and see what happens. You're like, no, we need something in the Bay for Christian hip hop, and people need to come to it, and I'm gonna create it. You know what I'm saying? So I love that you became that person that's like, man, to look forward and go, man, I need to be the producer instead of just the consumer.
100%.
You know what I mean? And I think, and you know what I think that's towards being from the Bay and that Bay,
That hustle mentality.
that hustling mentality out of the trunk. You know what I'm saying? From Hammer to Too Short, like
Yeah,
that's
Master
just
P and when he was in Richmond.
yeah, man. So I just think that's in your DNA. You know what I mean? So just talk about that, man. For somebody watching and saying, man, I want to throw an event in my city, but I just don't know how. You know what I'm saying? But just give them that encouragement or tell them how to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One quote that sticks with me, and I said this, the first time I said it, it was to Ace Harris, because he asked me the same question. And I was like, look, when you cater to the craving, explosion is inevitable. Like in the Bay, in Cali, it's like, where's the Christian events? Where's the Christian rap? Where is it? Where is it? Everybody wanted it. So it's like, somebody got to create it. Let's do it and see what happens. And then boom, it was a solution to a problem, right? So if you want to start something in your city, solve the problem. Like what's lacking in your city. For a lot of cities, it is Christian hip hop, right? So there you go. That's number one. And just go for it. Like I'm telling you, sometimes you just gotta set the vision and walk towards it, and all the pieces will come together. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know what it was gonna turn into, but we knew that it was gonna happen. We didn't know how big it was gonna be, but we knew that it was gonna manifest. And so, for us too, logistically, Coachella, GloFest paid for itself. 1,000%. We didn't come out of pocket for anything, and we barely had any sponsors. I just said, hey, tickets on sale now. Proceeds came in. All right, 1K for you. What's your fee? All right, I'm gonna fly you out. All from ticket sales. And so that was a lot of faith. But you know, it hits different too when you're an artist.
Yeah.
Like when you already got people following you, it's like it's easier to do stuff. I'm not just some random promoter out here like, come to the extravaganza. Like, nah, brother, it's the brand, and it just made it easier that way. Like, cause I'm already an influencer. It just worked out better.
Miles,
Hopefully that makes sense.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Since the day we met you, you were in the studio, and you shared your heart with us. I've never worried about you. I never worried about you succeeding. I never worried about you embarrassing the faith. I never worried about you. I knew you were gonna be good. What do you need prayer for? Because I don't worry about you, I may not, pray for you enough. So what is it that you actually do need help with? What do you need your brothers and sisters to hold you down on as you go out there and represent us?
Oh man, that's really good. Pray that God would expand our team. You know, because what I realized is 2 hands can only hold so much, 4 hands can only hold so much, and as God continues to pour out, it's like, man, we need more people to carry all of this for real. It's exponential every month. So that's one thing. The other thing, pray that the Lord will cover us and protect us. God just led me to move to Los Angeles, so I just moved to LA, and now we're a part of the Grammys and the Recording Academy. We're going to be in these circles with a lot of industry people and all these things. Pray that God will give us wisdom. To know what to say and when to say it, and to know what doors to walk into, what people to connect with, all of those things, because I don't want this to be our downfall, or it's to slip up into something, a bad deal, a bad contract, a bad room, some sabotage or something. Like, like they take a picture of me, you know what I'm saying, talking to somebody is like, oh, you didn't know that the person you was talking to was like a pedophile. You take a picture of me. Like if you don't sign this contract, we're gonna pull them like, yo. So pray that God will cover us in that way.
That's good, man. That's good. Man, so again, we love you, man. Your family.
Yeah, man.
So just I hope you know that
Bay fam.
Trackstarz is always home for you, bro. So anytime you got something going on, come hang out with us. Come to Atlanta again, chill with us.
Bring GloFest to Atlanta.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, when you coming to the East?
Look, so somebody hit us up a few days ago and said, we need Glow in Atlanta. I want to help fund it.
Ooh,
So I'm like, what we gonna call it? Atlanta Glowja? Yeah, Atlanta Glowja, baby. Yeah, so that could probably be the
Glowja,
next one.
yeah.
Next year, I'm like, it's either gonna be Houston or Atlanta, or both. Like, oh,
Yeah.
You might as well do both. Do both, and then before, I'll be remiss to not mention this. I just dropped a new song called Christlike, and it's
Dope.
one of my biggest release weekends I've ever had. And there's no feature on that mug. No feature. No Lecrae.
Ooh, there we go.
No Hovey. I'm like, let's see what we could do. You know, with no feature. And it's going crazy. And it's really the theme song for our brand.
Yeah.
Christ-like collection. It's these hats.
Yeah.
With me and my boy Jorge. He's also my manager, my
I saw
business
that.
partner, best friend from LA with it. Don't play with it. And it's really going crazy. And I'm like, God is adding layers to the movement. It's not just music. It's not just a festival. Now there's like a uniform that we get to rock and
Dope.
be a blessing to people. So
man.
I appreciate y'all, Trackstarz. Every time I come, these be my best interviews because it be just flowing flawlessly. Like, I just love it. I need to come to Atlanta every time I'm in Atlanta. I want to sit down with y'all every time.
Yeah, man.
Period.
Yeah, we always hope you feel like there's no mics in here, man. We just catching up. So hope you feel that way, man.
Yeah.
Hope you feel that way. So one more time, tell them how to support you, where to find you, all the socials, everything.
Yeah. You can follow me at miles.minnick. That's MILESMINNICK. You can support us by making sure you subscribe to the YouTube. You purchase a hat, and you purchase 1,200 tickets to GloFest or whatever you can do. But yeah, God is good, and the glow is on the go. Let's get it.